as this show ended with a shot of Roman Reigns and The Rock standing tall over Seth Pheasant Rollins and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Many fans were left aghast, absolutely stunned, when Roman Reigns was holding aloft the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship of this known universe and other unknown universes that we will find out in the future what type of universes these are in the future. We already did that. I know you do that. And The Rock was holding Cody's strap and ready to wipe his blood on Cody's strap and then hand Cody's strap to Mama Rose. The Rock sure loves strapping another man and handing his strap and the strap of the son to the mama of said son. And my God, when you have a son that is being strapped, wouldn't you want to stop your son from being strapped? But the question that everybody had on their mind, can Cody do it? Because if he can't, oh boy. I'm Charles Renton with my review WWE Raw from the RockLays Center in Brooklyn, and we are just a few days away from WrestleMania 40 in the city of brotherly love, true love. Okay, so a couple things to start off. My Mania 40 predictions will happen sometime after this review goes up, and then I have a couple other videos. I have a video on, with some thoughts on CM Punk on the MMA Hour, where he basically didn't really inflame things. He kind of just talked about stuff that pretty much has been out there for a while and just reinforced some stuff. I will have a Real Honest Thoughts video on that, and also the AEW releases. Convenient timing by that. Nevertheless, so that being said, pretty hot crowd, at least at times. The first hour was commercial free. And about the first 35 minutes we're talking and recaps. But you know what? That's all right. So the last Raw before Mania 40. And one more thing. The next few Mondays, if I decide to review Raw after the Raw after Mania, if I decide to, those reviews will be up likely Tuesday morning, not to be confused with the store chain, because I'm going to be watching some mystery movies. I'm actually going to be watching a special screening of Civil War, the new Alex Garland A24 production, next Monday. And whatever the mystery movies are, on the 15th, it's PG-13. I'm hoping for The Fall Guy. And the 22nd, it's Rated R. Possibly Challengers, possibly a horror movie. Hooray! So, yeah, updates, there we go. So, recaps of The Rock strapping Cody. And Cody is not medically cleared to be here tonight, meaning he is going to be there. He's absolutely going to be there. There's no way he couldn't be. So The Rock shows up to a big pop with his old cow print vest. And this was utterly ridiculous. How could we say that? I'm going to milk these for all they're worth. I don't think he was even able to hide the fact that he had this vest on. And, he made that boy bleed. And he says that all that's left basically is to just, stop Cody from finishing his story. That all that's left is to take that bloody strap and hand it to Mama Rhodes. He is obsessed with strapping and handing it to somebody's mom. Maybe that's just how I'm interpreting it because I'm really weird. So, they talked about, Rock talked about all the, knocking the crowd. Talked about being back in Brooklyn. He did say, what you got to do, what you got to do. And then he took the chip out of his hand, and then Fry became a delivery boy. If you get it, you get it. And he says, you feel that? You feel the mana? Professional wrestling is cool again. And he then announced the attendance as 15,546. It was 13,345 according to WrestleTix. I'm going to trust WrestleTix over WWE inflating their numbers. They probably counted all staff there, which means they had about 2,201 people. Grammar. Possibly. Tired. Sorry. But yeah, I don't think they had 15,000 people there, unless they suddenly just opened up a whole bunch of extra seats. So, here is the bloodline for a long entrance. A very long entrance. They kept saying yeet, and Roman said no yeet. That made me laugh. Rock almost busted up laughing at that. And that Rock has that Cheshire cat grin. He is just so he's having fun with this. I will say that much. Not everything has been perfect. Some of the stuff has been ridiculous. But when he's been on, he's reminded us why he was one of the best, wrestlers, entertainers, whatever you want to say. So, Rollins then comes out through the crowd. There is a guy literally with just practically in his goddamn eyeball, like filming him and everything. That guy must have been drunk, or he doesn't get out much. And if I look like that guy, I wouldn't get out much either. That being said, he wants to fight. You know, after just being medically cleared, he decides he wants to fight. That's safe a few days from Mania. Me versus The Rock? Yay! Me versus Roman? No! I mean, yes, but they aren't going to get that. It was going to be Solo. Of course it was going to be Solo. Why is that surprising? Why is Solo on the mic? That was not a good idea. Pretty good stuff. Considering it's commercial free, I got why they went with this. Recaps of Rhea and Becky on the MMA Hour, which I only saw clips of because as of this recording, I actually only got through about an hour of the CM Punk, actually about an hour and a half of the CM Punk interview. Or close to an hour. Whole point is I've had a lot of stuff to do and I had to work 9 hours a day, so I didn't get to all of it. I'm sorry. I am not a speed demon. I'm tired, I'm old, and some of this product is made for children. So, Kathy and Becky, we're backstage. God, Kathy looks amazing. So does Becky. Becky is fired up. She's going to get at Rhea. New Day and DIY took on Judgment Day. It certainly was a match, and Priest got the victory. And then, Roman and Heyman, they're leaving because Roman's got to write the speech for him, and he's going to induct him. They'd have ECW wrestlers induct Heyman, but really besides RVD, who's, I guess, contractually obligated to AEW, really, who's left? They could induct Paul Lee that actually wouldn't have an ass to grind. I think that's the term. Tommy Dreamer wanted to do something at WrestleMania 17 because Tommy Dreamer is a fucking moron. But not a lot of ECW wrestlers really can talk about Paul on account of most of them being either pilled up or dead. So that being said, we see a vignette, a package, whatever you want to call it, of Gable getting Sammy Ray, getting him ready to go deeper and deeper. This went a while. Judgment Day and LWO Hollywood are there. Elektra certainly looked amazing. I don't know why she skinned a disco ball to make her tough, but nevertheless. They're playing darts. And then we darted to the next match. Sammy was in the ring. He took on Here Comes Bronson. It was a match. Did this have a finish? Because they just went to Gunther dragging Gable out. And then Sammy goes to check on Gable, and then Gunther beats the shit out of him. Sammy rises back up, back on his feet, and gets knocked down with the title. Did they ever announce the finish, or was it just a no contest? Because Bronson's just like, they came back for this? Came back for a large paycheck and bad creative? So, then Ivy and Maxine took on Indy and Candice, or Maxine Dupree. I'm sure she's trying, and some people try and it doesn't work. Maxine is not cut out to be in the ring. That doesn't mean she's a terrible person. This was not a good match. It was better than the other match that we had a little bit later on, but it wasn't good. Maxine ended up folding up Indy and rolling her up, so that's a wrap. Good job basically wrecking Indy. Yes, it's one loss, but come on. The storyline sucks. Jay has Seth's back, not his front, though. And then we see clips of Owen and Brett, and we go straight to clips of Drew over a casket. Dickish. Also, this gave me flashbacks of Lex Luger dying and becoming the total package on WCW television. That's a real deep cut. And tell me if you can't unsee it now. But Drew was given like a semen on the mount. I believe that's what the phrase is. And he was all thrilled. He was just measured, but he's ready to take down Seth, and this is pretty good stuff. Then Ricochet took on Thivar. Speed against size. He's been keeping the meat on him, was a quote by Pat. I will say this much. The one thing that got me, and the match was fine. It was what it was. They've been making a bit of a concerted effort to try and rebuild Ricochet. Rebuild-a-shay. Sounds like a bad Jenga knockoff. Or a bad version of Mousetrap. I don't know what I'm on about. But Ivar dives into the corner, and Ricochet catches him. And Ricochet is a strong guy, don't get me wrong. But the fact that Ivar is about 300-something pounds, or close to it, and Ricochet picked him up and then threw him over his head and ended the 630, that got a big reaction. That was a pretty good finish right there. And then Judgment Day, they're sick of Ricochet. Here's Andrade Olio. I guess he's going to take care of the Ricochet problem. Okay. I kind of tuned out of some of this, and also when I tried to pay attention, I didn't understand it. Are they going to have a match at Mania? I am so confused. Becky basically is in the ring to call out Rhea. Pierce says, this is not going to happen. Yeah, you can boo me. it's, I'm the April Fool's. I don't remember the exact phrasing that he used because this kind of is a little bit weird, but at least Pierce is trying to be a good authority figure. Rhea shows up and then pushes Pierce, blasts through security. I wish I was at security. And then we get a cat fight. Actually, we just get these women pounding and fisting each other. An Amazonian Aussie woman and an Irish street fighter fisting each other. I usually have to go to a different kind of website and pay extra to see that. Always delete your search history, by the way. And good stuff. Well done. Damage Control promo backstage. EO looks amazing. Not that the other three don't, but Jesus, EO. They can't pull Becky and Rhea apart. You're tearing the backstage apart. And Damage Control took on Shayna, Zoe, and Tegan. This match was in quicksand. It wasn't good. Zoe has not really been that good in Brooklyn since she debuted there in the 1930s. And was also there for the first ever Nets game. But that being said, yeah, the crowd died and so did I. Nothing against these women in particular. Kyrie ended up topping Tegan for 3. It was certainly a match. Mania 40 rundown. And then Kathy, please, again, so distracting. And then with respect, she looks great and she's a good backstage interviewer. Rollins is backstage. His gear is pedal to the metal and he's going to empty the tank. That's how Becky and him had the kid. And there's always a plan B. I probably should have workshopped that and not actually play. They wouldn't have the kid if there was plan B. No wire hangers. I might as well make it worse. Seth and Solo had a Bloodline rules match. And Seth wrestling before Mania. We want tables. They're cheering for the furniture, and it annoys me because it just means the furniture gains the attention of the fans more than anything else. Samoan dropped through a table, and then chairs to the head of Solo. Solo Chaircoa. That didn't work. The ref, at one point, just casually moving the table pieces away. I'm all for safety, but come on, do it during the ad break. What the shit? And then a table bomb, and then we get a stomp. But then shenanigans. Jim Uso shows up and Jey Uso shows up. They start to fight off, and then Rock can't hide from the segment anymore. And takes a calculated risk by hitting Jay and throwing him out there and then yeeting him. That sounds so stupid. I'm so white. And then gets down to the ring. Cody gets down. Great selling of the strapping that you received last week. Great selling. He's just got the bandage over his eye. That being said, he makes a comeback. I did like how they cleared the table off and it looked like Cody was going to rock bottom Dwayne through the announcer's table. That would have been impressive. It also would have killed the whole goddamn thing of him taking an insane bump. It also probably would have torn like 5 muscles in Rock's body if he took that, no matter how safe Cody is. Roman stops the Rock bottom. As CM Punk chants, they quickly die because they realize, oh shit, he's injured, he can't do this. And then punch, spear, it's all in the mind. And then Cody's strap is on Rock, right near his big Rock Hard Johnson. Boom, 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 strap, 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 and pose. And there you are. That is it for the Raw until we are done with Mania. So yeah, again, next week's Raw will be reviewed, but it will be reviewed it'll probably be up early Tuesday morning. Because I'm going to go watch a special screen of a movie. Because you know why? I'd rather go do that. Because I can just catch up on that particular Raw. And then I will decide from there how many Raws I'll review. And how many maybe I'll just, Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rithlin. If you're excited for WrestleMania, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you soon.